All right.
You can taste it. Sorry, what, Bowie? Do you have something to say about Puck and Timbersaw bans? Please enlighten me.
You know, I actually don't.
Snapfire is kind of cool, though.
I'm
We
just
don't see her in
Medusa
the opening
is
bans.
open. Medusa not being banned makes me very, very scared. I know it's first phase. The pearls
Still.
will tell you there is a counter, but I've seen this story over and over again, and it feels like no one learns.
Centaur Dusa, here it is. Here it is. Come on, NoPing. Okay, I thought they were going to snap pick it. They're going to think. They're going to be smart. They're going to use their time. This is a great strategy here, Trent.
I don't think Lena looked pretty good. No, they were 20.
All right. Now,
hold out. Make them sweat a little.
oh, the Doom Grimstroke opener. All right.
Okay.
That's a little fire and spice.
Now, you see, Doom likes to doom one hero, but what if he could doom two heroes? It's a novel concept.
He could doom Tiny and Centaur, preventing both of them from using their abilities and items?
But wait, what if instead he was just making sure that he definitely dooms HFN every time, because they seem to try and base their whole game plan around one person.
Seems like a good strategy.
Okay.
Now, do you ban the Dusa, though, in this phase? That is the real question.
You do, because SG, they went for a very similar opener on that offlane Doom in their first series versus NoPing. And the Doom didn't do anything. Medusa farmed. You know, the cooldown on that ability is pretty long. So even if Medusa dies or takes a lot of damage, for the rest of the 2 minutes Doom's on cooldown, Medusa's farming.
5 seconds remaining.
Now, am I correct in saying that Dark Mago has been a Tinker player? Is that correct?
I think he is. Although I'm pretty confident this is a Mago Tiny. They do flex it onto the 4, but
yes, that is
really
his big hero, right?
Yeah, one of them. But I think historically you're right about the Tinker, so you never know. With Lifestealer and Jug so prominent, it definitely doesn't scream
He's playing
Tinker.
it again, too. He's been on the Tinker. He won a game 2 days ago.
Oh, there's the Jug ban, dude. That's a step towards Tinker right there.
Okay.
Or, you know, one of the best carries in the entire patch, too.
Well, that too, but still, you know. Well, how are we doing on the stat? What was the bet that I said Tinker will be picked before?
Oh, he got picked.
Oh, he did? I won?
Yeah.
Who were the other two heroes? I can't even remember.
Necrophos and something?
It was 2 heroes that had only been banned.
Yeah, either way, I think he won. It was Lycan and Brood, I believe.
Oh.
Yes. So Tinker got picked before Brood did? Oh,
is that
Lycan and Brood are both unpicked still. And Tinker had his game. He did lose, though. It was, I think...
3-pointer?
Was it Miracle who played it? I can't remember. No, it might have been Secret who played it. Game 2, they lost to the Hellbear Smashers, I think.
Oh.
I think it was Nisha Tinker.
Trink, can you send me that clip of hitting nothing but net, but with the chain net?
Yes,
I want to hear that sound, buddy, because that's me right now, hitting the Tinker.
I don't know, man.
He lost it with one of the best teams in the world playing it, so I don't know what you really want to go down that road, but okay.
I'm sure Tinker's going to be picked, but I would be so surprised if NoPing is the one to get it, because they just love giving the spotlight to HFN. I think Tinker is that vacuum cleaner.
It's very, very true.
Steven did refer to him that way, just vacuums all of the creep, all of the resources around the map, so it would be interesting. I mean, we did see that weird TA from HFN, right? So you never know.
So they do ban the Dusa. I like this move from Hokori, and also PL taken out, so that opens up some options here for NoPing. Good for the Centaur. And they grabbed the Viper here.
Panda plays Viper 5, right? If I'm not mistaken.
I think so.
Yes, they did last season. Yeah, that was their big opener.
Yep, the Viper
is very annoying.
Huh.
And you know, if it is a 5, I could see that going okay. We'll see what kind of support or what kind of one they look for.
So if we're talking about HFN heroes here, Luna's still open. Weaver seems to be, you know, her stock, or I guess his stock, is increasing a lot this patch. But 2 heroes that I think are pretty good, and they do cover, you know, with this Viper, you cover the Ursa, that's kind of a bad matchup. You cover the Sven, just because of the Nether Toxin.
This is a bit of a toughie.
Yeah, it's.
So I want what 5 do I mean, you could just go for the Witch Doctor, I guess.
Yeah,
That still looks pretty good to me.
it's okay.
Little counter to the Centaur. Keep your options open.
I just feel like, that Tiny, once he gets a couple of levels, he will be tossing that Witch Doctor to the center. Like, you have to solo cast the Tiny so you don't die.
See now,
Oh,
this is
no.
what I didn't want them to do. Now this is good in case they think they're gonna lie, or they're gonna Naga, which I think is another hero that HFN might go for.
I see.
So that's nice, and obviously there's a lot of synergy with the Grimstroke with the double, and this is a pretty good roaming duo of Lion and Doom too.
I love
No.
this NP.
No. This Lion's going to get run over, dude. We've seen this exact combo before, the Lion Grimstroke. There's just not enough meat on it, especially with the Centaur, the Tiny, the Viper, now the Prophet. Oh, this poor Lion. This poor Grimstroke. It's going to be a
but
tough
sometimes
one.
it just works. Like if you just start snowballing and playing well and getting active around the map, this can still be a very strong duo.
Yeah.
Yeah, it really
And if-
depends on the lanes. I agree. But it's kind of one-dimensional, I feel like. You rely a lot on that Blink Dagger timing on the Lion. With those heroes, like they have the center stampede anyway, it's so hard for them to lock down people. And at the same time, this guy just dies if they find him. So they're probably going to pick their carry here. I think this Viper's not going to be support, right? This is such a weird draft from NoPing. They had 3
Who knows
offlaners.
at this point, man?
Yeah.
They have a lot of flexibility on the side of NoPing, and Hokori are just like locked in. I mean, the Doom could be mid. Theoretically, the Grimstroke could be 2.
Yeah, I feel like if they made it tiny, the Doom mid is pretty decent.
I kind of feel like it will be Doom mid at this point, honestly.
Dire team back.
I don't mind it. Oh, that's a hero I like. You're not happy,
yeah.
Zayori? Why you dislike the Lifestealer, dude?
It's a good hero.
Radiant
He's Inkswell this game.
Yep.
They
Yeah.
could go for probably just gonna ban some Spirit heroes, I would guess, to make sure they don't go for the
I
infest
think-
bombs.
Viper is fundamentally annoying against Lifestealer.
I think.
And yes, you got Rage. You do have some okay options, but still, even if it's a support Viper, anytime you don't have Rage, the break is actually annoying.
10
Or just getting
remaining.
ultied by Viper.
Yeah.
That too is another big part.
That part's pretty frustrating. Getting sprouted can be a little rough too.
I mean, I think you have options though. We can probably just infest someone for the duration to be over. That buys time for a rage. I don't think, especially if it's a 5, I don't think you're gonna care that much. The Nature's
Yeah, if
Prophet
it's
is annoying. He might be forced into a Battle Fury build. You still see it from time to time, even
10
after the nerfs.
seconds remaining.
Really good versus
Yeah,
the
that's what
NP
I
shard.
mean. Like, I don't know what you do with Lifestealer
5
this game that
seconds
feels
remaining.
good. Battle Fury feels clunky. Radiance feels clunky. We haven't really seen this Armlet Lifestealer work out very well. I think every game that we've seen it, it's felt like this.
Dire
Well,
team
now what does he do? He can't farm like the other guy can farm, and they also can't kill anything because it's just an Armlet. I'm nervous. I'm real nervous. I'm scared for my buddy Lumiere here, Bowie. All right.
I feel like Death Prophet could be kind of cool here, with the infest add-on and ink swells
Now
and
that's
taking
something.
towers.
I want to see a DK, man. Where's the DK Lifestealer bombs?
5 seconds remaining.
could
Yeah,
work,
there's
too.
something there with the stun. Yeah, that's not bad. That's a lot of damage.
Radiant
I think they want something meaty like that. And the Beastmaster makes it all the way through.
Hey, nice. Still left in. Okay.
That's beautiful.
All right.
That's a pretty big salvage.
And they
That's
have
some
the
push.
swap there, Dune Beastmaster, depending on whoever's made
Yeah.
on the side of NoPing.
And now you don't need the Battle Fury build. Beast will just cut you out.
Yeah, true.
I'm sprouted. Save me.
Are they going to go for like a Terrorblade
Wait,
here?
you can actually
Some
infest
huge
the
HFN hero.
Treant, even if the Nature's Prophet has shard, right? So you actually don't need the Battle Fury anyways. I'm wrong.
Well, you still have to cut the tree.
Yeah, but I mean, the Qualm Blade is going to be there for a while.
All right. Is it a safe lane TA game?
Please do not do
We got to
that.
ask ourselves.
No, I don't think they will do that. I
They
think
might
it's either a
Sven.
Weaver game or... It's just a
Sven or
TB
Razor?
game.
Razor's kind of a slow carry, though.
Yeah, I don't think that's...
Or sorry, not a slow carry, just not a super hard carry, like a soft
Yeah.
carry. I don't know. I think Sven's kind of hype.
They could Ursa.
I think you want a Senjin Yasha hero here because you have Doom Beastmaster. So you definitely want Senjin Yasha in your build. And you want something that a Lifestealer can't get on top of, or that is like mega tanky like a Terrorblade.
I like TV Ursa, man. Those are my big two right now.
Ursa's pretty.
I think he squares up pretty well against Lifestealer, destroys Doom.
This is a Dark Mago Tiny probably at this point, right? Is that what we're thinking?
Yeah.
Yes, I think so.
Yeah.
5 Viper.
4 Prophet.
Is this a
Actually,
Or
no.
is
I
it?
think it's going to be a Mago Prophet and a 4 Tiny.
Don't you get trashed by the
I think it'll be
Mistmaster,
mid
though,
Prophet.
if you're Prophet?
Yeah, but then
Well-
is their support duo going to be Viper Prophet?
Yeah, it's kind of meh, right? But I do feel like...
I think you're right. I don't think it's an amazing matchup mid,
Oh.
but ooh, they take the Alk. All right, well, there's an HFN hero for you. It's a big
All right,
bad
what do we do
bruiser.
with these other heroes?
Ooh,
Matthew Tiny.
Okay, so it's just
it's an HFN prophet. Yeah,
Oh.
safe lane position 1. Dark Mago is going to take the Alk mid. It is the 5 Viper, the 4 Tiny. Then Oscar will take Centaur on the 3. And on the side of Hokori, Mr. Jeans grabs Beastmaster mid. So it'll be Vitali with the off lane Doom. Position 4 Lion there, played by El Micho.
All right, I'll be
he's,
real with you guys. I feel like Alchemist is trash tier. They took half of the bounty runes in the game and they put it in the trash. They put it in your own GPM. I think conceptually this hero is really bad dispatch. I think Lifestealer deals really well with him. And, you have this Alk on Dark Mago. I don't think it really fits his style. I'm going all Hokori, baby. I think they have what it takes.
What is the broken part of the Alchemist in this game that they're going for? What are they looking to do with the Aghanims?
I don't think I think this is just going to be like an armlet Battle Fury boy.
Strange.
Yeah, I mean, it's not. I mean, Centaurs is pretty good, and Nature's Prophets is okay. Yeah, I don't know. I think Bowie's right. This has to be a battling alchemist.
NoPing
It's Dark
might
Mago.
win.
He's going to kill people.
But their draft is inferior. I don't think.
I'm on the NoPing hype train. I like this Prophet. I think this support duo of Lion Grimstroke is going to feed. I'm dying on that hill. Trent. Final
the best thing
decision.
to do versus Beastmaster is get on the back line and catch him. The Storm Spirit has looked like a pretty favorable counter lately, so how good are they at getting to the back line will be the big question. With the Alchemist and Nature's Prophet, if the Tiny is a good start, they have Stampede. They probably have the tools, but yeah, I agree that it's definitely not an outdraft.
All right. Well, the rare time we don't have a pause, so let's get right into it. Gary, T-Bone, what's going on, guys? How we doing over there? Alchemist, Game 1, Series 2. Let's go.
Yeah, what did he just call you, Thievin? T-Bone?
T-Bone.
T-Dog? Big T? Oh, yeah, here we go. Right, Hokori. Deary me. I mean, he's going to have to come up with some better nicknames than that, I think. He'll go back to the drawing board and work on it. But Thievin, Game 1, NoPing against Hokori. I think we're all leaning towards NoPing, kind of based on their performance from last season, looking how they've been this season as well. And Beastmaster filtering all the way through to last pick for Mr. Jeans. And
I
he's,
can't believe it.
yeah,
You just that not
killed his
denied
own ward.
Yeah,
I guess
because
they
he
knew where
saw
it
that
was.
the Radiant Ward was planted first. So it's like, oh, they're gonna deward this, so might as well kill it ourselves first. They don't get any XP out of it. Yeah, very interesting draft, Gary. Panda Boo playing the Viper again in this season. Then we got the Alk mid. I'm also not a big fan of this Alk, but I get the idea. You have a Beastmaster who's just going to be playing for Aghanims, so he needs like 13 minutes to get that. And he's going to be jungling. That means Alchemist is also going to get 13 minutes of free farm.
Yeah.
So they're trying to like kind of match up with that.
Especially with the meta of kind of stacking small camp as well from the mid lane. So Alchemist is going to have a lot of money as he builds that up for himself. Yeah, it's looking like a pretty spicy one. Then HFN on a Nature's Prophet in the safe lane. For now, he's going to be sticking down there. Oh, no, he's not alone. They're bringing the Viper down here. So it will be that dual lane there.
It's a pretty scary dual lane. Double ranged, can deny
Yes.
creeps together. The Nature's Prophet and the Viper. There's also a Blightstone that'll reduce the armor on denies as well. Doom, like this hero, Gary, is crazy good right now. I have a lot of hope for Doombringer. As a mid laner, as an off laner, doesn't matter. You just max that Devour, you get so much GPM. It's
Oh,
insane.
Gardic. He's fine. I just noticed on the observer feed there, swing up towards top lane. A bit of trading going on. But yeah, you're right, like 240 GPM on Devour. You can build up pretty quickly. And I've seen a lot of talk about these early BKBs too. We've definitely mentioned that it feels better to buy it earlier, and Doom is kind of a prime example of that.
Definitely. And I think this new BKB, now that we're like 2 weeks into the patch, it seems like a great item, right? A lot of people, or a few people were thinking, oh, you know, you don't get that 10-second BKB anymore, but just doesn't feel so punishing anymore to buy it.
It definitely doesn't. And yeah, that top lane looks like a bit of a bloodbath. Gardic battling with Matthew, throwing out tosses, strokes of fate and stuff like that. Ink swells. As they're just trading out salves for now, keeping that Centaur in the lane. And Centaur versus Lifestealer, you know, with his 70 base damage on the Centaur, he's got a pretty good time outlast hitting the Lifestealer, no matter what stage of the lane stage it is.
Normally, Centaur has like a ranged hero that can just poke at the Lifestealer while he's last hitting, but this time around, it's going to be Matthew on the Tiny. I would say in this lane, Lifestealer is really going to come out ahead. Centaur is not going to be able to put too much pressure onto the Lifestealer because Tiny is not the hero that you can combo up and just have the kill threat on the LS.
It's still a nice old school combo though. That Holy Hand Grenade, Tiny Centaur, toss into Stomp.
Yeah.
Definitely got to keep that in the back of your head.
It's going to be a little hard to execute in this game when you got the Soulbind and the Dooms and the double stuns that can potentially come out.
That's right, because there's double Doom, there's double Roar, there's Lion with all of his kit. There's plenty of good stuff to chuck into the Soulbind. I just peeked into mid for a second. Mr. Jeans, he's spending out salves, he's brought out his bottle. But this Alchemist, there we go. Go and farm up the small camp, keep accelerating his net worth. Scouted by the Hawk, but there's nothing Mr. Jeans can do.
Yeah, this Dark Mago is going to be pretty big this game. I think Mr. Jean's best play is to shove mid lane out and try to follow the Alchemist into the jungle. Maybe farm his camps instead of farming your own camps. That's pretty much the only way you're going to be able to slow this Alch down in this game.
I guess with boars, you can also kind of move back and stack Ancients with the boars as well. As it does have a nice access to that dire triangle area. Up top, there's the toss into Stomp. Inkswell, though, is that going to get Gardic out of danger? Back towards his tier 1. And Lifestealer just munching away at Oscar as they don't land that stroke of fate. NoPing coming out the better there, because Tiny's going to be able to actually pull the wave back now with that Troll Cam. Ooh, the hit. There it is. And bottom, there is a Hex catching out Pandaboo. Fairy Fire popped. Who gets first blood? Elmicho's dropping low. It's Pandaboo that gets it.
But the XP, though, it goes the way of the Doombringer.
1 sec, Theban. It's another kill onto the Grimstroke this time. Oh, he's popped his stick. Is it a kill? He's got another double edge. Gardic's fine. He's going to salve up. Oh, it's frantic. Everywhere. I'm moving my camera around so quickly because every lane has kill threat, apart from mid. That's just a farm fest.
Yeah, this is a fiesta right here. Lots of food.
Lots of food. Who's come out on top then? Out of the early aggression, you know, from the Radiant feels pretty good, but who's actually getting the upper hand?
Well, it's got to be the one who's got Grievous Greed, right? The one who's just happily farming in the jungle, killing a big camp at 4 minutes into the game, not missing a beat on the mid wave too, because Beastmaster's shoving the lane in. He just wants to go into the jungle and get his Aghanims too. So Ox got every single creep here. He's happy. Look at this. He's just pulling the mid wave into the small camp. Farm both at the same time. Oh man, this is the happiest Alchemist ever right now.
Yeah, because you're just mirroring what the Beastmaster's doing, but better. Feels incredibly good. And Beastmaster does have a couple of stacks, though.
He's going for a Soaring build. This is something that we've been seeing more of on the Beastmaster before the Aghanims. Just that extra mana. Mana you're going to get. A bit of stats as well. It's not that bad. If it helps you farm your Ags even faster. Plus, Soaring is so cheap now, Gary.
Yeah.
Definitely a viable item choice these days.
Yeah, it seems pretty good all round, right? Because it accelerates you towards Ags, then it allows you to sustain the axes that you're throwing with the Ags. And then, of course, giving you bonus armor against, what, Prophet, Alchemist. Lots of physical damage from that Radiant team. Oh, Dark Mago. Oh, he's got a stack himself. Radiant Triangle had a big, juicy, large camp there. It's only 5 minutes in, but I'm actually curious, net worth wise, there is a massive gap being built.
He's dead to the Viper.
Oh, the body blocks. The treants are in front of him. Good catch.
So good. Dude, this Viper 5 is very annoying. He just gets the level 2 poison attack and just goes in with the damage. Just hit these melee guys. Can't really do much about it if you're Hokori here.
They're roaming onto HFN. Yeah, Prophet. He felt that coming. Well, they saw it coming even. The Radiant Observer Ward. New Beastmaster and Lion are on the way.
Mr. Jeans just making this very awkward and random rotation towards bottom when he just wants to be farming. It would have made sense if the Doom was going to go mid and get some XP there while the Beastmaster shoved the bot lane out with his axes. But that's not the case. Doom just TP back bottom. So I think Hokori are kind of lost at the moment as to what they should be doing on the map. And Lifestealer top.
Oh,
He got
jeez!
comboed with the Wrath.
Oh
That
my
damage,
goodness! And Gardic's gonna die too! They Centaur Tiny, they blow them up. You're right, that Wrath of Nature was a bit of a surprise to me to watch the lifestealer just get burst down so quickly while El Misho is being chased by Pandaboo. Viper, the Pos 5, just solos out the line. Oh, goodness. Mr. Jeans, are you going to roar this? He's got a soul ring to pop, roar at Pandaboo. He has to take this kill. Give him the tip. Oh,
I
Pandaboo.
think Mr. Jeans is dead, yeah.
Yeah, HFN TP's on top of him. There's a killing spree for your Prophet.
TP out.
He is
TP out.
kind of stuck here. Tries to go for the TP. Gardic Inkswell. It's not going to be fast enough. HFN has made his way out. If the Lion maybe had TP'd first, they could have got it.
Exactly. I think he was expecting the Doom to be running at him. Didn't want to get cancelled, so ran down the hill first before he TP'd out. But he makes it out, and they get the kill on the Beastmaster too with HFN. He's feeling really good right now.
Exceptionally well.
Yeah, it's going to go for the Witchblade first item. That's going to be a lot more damage too. Meanwhile, Alchemist just free farming. Gonna go for Radiance. That's what he's got queued up. Not Battle Fury, Gary.
And what's the reason for that? Because we've seen a lot of this Battle Fury SNY. You know, it's just kind of systematic from the Alch.
Maybe the Radiance against the Boar. Some extra burn damage. Possibly. I can't really tell you a really good reason as to why Radiance is better than Battle Fury this game.
Player preference. That's always the answer when you don't know. You just say it's player preference. Something it feels like it's a bit better.
It's true. I must say though, this Viper by Pandaboo has done a lot of work already in this game. And it looks like he's going to be scaling very well, especially with the build. I mean, this is a regular Viper build. He can push an entire lane out with just another Toxin. And now he's making rotations with the Tiny as well.
He's already level 5.
Tiny loves playing with Viper. I mean, we see it as an offlane, right? Tiny Viper offlane. Same thing here. Let's get that poison attack, reduce the magic resist on the hero, get the Tombow going.
Absolutely. Well, there's no Wrath of Nature. Rage level 1 forced out, but this is mainly just to zone Lumiere away and get this tier 1 tower. They would have loved to kill.
Shook. Yeah, I would have loved for them to just click the Stampede and get the Lifestealer kill. That Rage only lasts 3 seconds. He can't infest into anything there.
True.
So, missed opportunity, I would say, by NoPing. But that's alright. They got so much of the map. Top tower dead. Alchemist free farming. Things are looking good.
Yeah, just looking at the net worth board, like Centaur's at 4,000. He's ahead of all of the other Dire cores apart from Beastmaster. And you're still in that period of the game where you are waiting as the Dire team, right? Hokori are waiting for item timings. Aghanim Scepter, this Maelstrom on the Lifestealer. Doom needs to build up into his Blink Dagger. So it's not as though they've got an easy route towards victory. But do you think that like when Grimstroke hits 6, they'll just start running at them a little bit?
They gotta. They gotta open up the map with the Doom and the Soulbind. I mean, he can even use a Doom right now to get a kill. The Grim will probably not be getting the Tome this game. Unless the line is inching closer to level 6 here.
Oh, Mr. Jeans. There's a Stampede coming out of the Centaur. They're TPing on him.
Mr. Jeans.
Mr. Jeans is in deep. He gets Pandaboo, but he's going to lose his life in the trade. And that's going to slow down his Aghanim Scepter.
And the Alchemist has Radiance in 150 gold, Gary.
10 minutes in.
Yep. Oh, this is the future, eh? Against Beastmaster. Just put an Alch against him. Free farm for days.
Oh, it's disgusting. They're also trying to run at bottom. There's the toss-in. Centaur Stomp. That's the Doom. He's a pretty tanky boy. Can't go for the actual kill on him. Yeah, Dark Mago's Radiance arriving now, and that's only going to accelerate him further ahead as he hits 8,000 net worth 10 minutes in. This boy is getting big. Grim did get the Tome, and he's about to crack level 6. He's holding a smoke, and that really has to be the key move they make with double finger, double doom, maybe even a double roar. And it has to come onto a core hero, doesn't it? But which one do you target? Do you go for Centaur? Do you try and find Prophet?
Any. any kills.
Whoever you
fine
find.
right now. Whoever you find, you are just bleeding away in this game right now if you're Hokori. Mid tower is taking a bunch of damage by an alchemist with radiance.
A solo
If
smoke
you
from
can get a
Grim.
soulbind silence or a soulbind hex onto this alchemist before he gets his chemical rage off, that's also really nice. I mean, they can kill him. They should go for it. They should get
trying.
this alchemist. Here we go.
They're angling
Soulbind.
forward.
Boom.
There it is. Try and get in with the Doom, the Finger of Death, double, in fact, with the Stampede out. The counter to Grimstroke allows them to extricate themselves from that difficult scenario. The Infest Bomb jumping out. Lifestealer doesn't find a single target to go on, though. As El Micho is burst by Oscar. Panda Boo is going to get sliced by Doom, but HFN is still standing his ground here with the Witchblade and just right-clicking into them. HFN, he's gone beast mode as they do move Oscar forward. Lifestealer with level 2 rage now as Inkswelled out of danger, but the stuns come. Concoction and Avalanche, but the phase boots make the Lifestealer pretty speedy. And a 2-for-1 trade out there as Hokori still lose their tier 1 even after like an okay fight.
That hard counter Doom with the Centaur Stampede. And you know what the biggest issue there was? The Lion, he used the double finger oversaving mana for the Earth Spike. Because they needed that Earth Spike to hold them down during the Stampede.
Oh yeah.
Because that would have been a huge kill onto this Alchemist. He's at almost 10,000 net worth, Gary. It's just 10 minutes and 12 minutes into the game.
Big numbers. And when he gets that Sanjin Yasha, status resistance on this Alk feels incredibly good against Grimstroke, you know, and all these single target spells that we've been singing the praises of.
Yeah.
Oh, smoke time again. It's got to be, right? You have to make this work somehow. They're holding on to it. Sitting in their triangle. Well, this is now a completely open map. As NoPing farm top, mid, their side of the jungle. And there's nobody from the Dire team really showing or pressuring anywhere else. But the silver lining is Mr. Jeans is going to have his Aghanims after this Ancient stack. He's only a couple of 100 gold away from it.
Radiant structures are fortified.
Centaur. What's he got? Oh, he went back for phase boost. I was wondering where his money went, but his Vanguard phase cloak and then into the Blink Dagger.
Yep. I mean, he's doing alright. He's just been defending some towers and being ready to fight. It actually changes his mind. Not going for the dagger. Going for the pipe first. I'd rather see him get a dagger. They really need some kind of initiation on the side of NoPing. Like, pushing the towers down is nice and all, but if Hokori starts to split push and you don't really have a way to lock him down, it's gonna
Tiny
feel bad.
breaks the smoke. Matthew's still going to get run at here, but again, the Stampede.
He's
Oh,
stunned.
that Inkswell
They got
still
him.
stuns him up. They do catch the Tiny. He's got Grow, though. So that bonus
Finger in 3.
armor is keeping him tanky against the Lifestealer, while the Alchemist, he's been soulbound, he's been doomed, but he is just running away. Beastmaster throws some axes. There's a nice little avalanche catching out the Lion, who throws the finger in as his dying move. And Beastmaster starting to stack up these axes. Lifestealer turns, faces,
They got the
battling in. The Alchemist, no chemical rage. War Stomp from the Doom with the Infernal Blade. They find a kill on
my
Dark
God, these
Margot, and
axes.
Centaur's about to die too. The axes, they're doing so much damage, but he's been left alone. Beastmaster out on an island. He gets a double kill, but dies in the end. A triple for Mr. Jeans. The axes take down the Viper. It's huge damage.
Oh my god, the
Look
Beastmaster
at
is
it.
online. Just look at this fight. Yeah, the Alchemist turns around because the Doom is done. He's going in. The axes just keep on coming out. He roars the Alchemist, gets that big kill, the big pinata, and just watch HFN on the side here. He's like sticking around. He's like, all right, I'm gonna come in. I'm gonna right click.
7.
And boom, he just gets hit with the axes.
8. Oh my god.
Wow.
That's
I mean,
ridiculous.
how much gold did he get in that last fight? I think he got like 1,500 or something.
He got like
And he
half
got
his
the kill on the
BKB.
Alk, the NP, and the Viper in the end. Yeah, wow. Alright.
Definitely a signal to NoPing there. You know, no mucking around. This game is definitely not completely out of contention. So they'll go into the Roche pit. Get that Aegis up on one of them.
I don't know. They, like I said, Gary, they really need this dagger so they can just stampede, blink onto the beast, and kill him. He's very important. The Tiny is going for a drums as well, so that's going to be delayed. When you play these heroes like Tiny, you have to make sure you buy your dagger first item. Even if you want to buy drums, you can buy drums after your dagger, but that's a must. Because you never know when you will start losing fights, and then buying the dagger will become so much harder.
Radiant's bottom tower.
Yeah, because it's a team fight swinging item, isn't it?
Yeah.
Allows you to not only get in on top of people, but potentially kind of displace the Beastmaster with a good toss. Signs of life, though, from Hokori.
Are scanning.
Definitely. And Lumiere, he's got an armlet now too.
Is under attack.
Armlet Maelstrom. So he's pretty strong on this Life Slayer, to be fair. If he can get on top of the Nature's Prophet or the Centaur, he can really bring them down.
Yeah, playing very nicely on the southern side of that tier 1, but equally a good drag of the creep wave by those Treants to stop the push. And now it's NoPing's turn to smoke and make that first move themselves.
Smoke up with the Aegis.
Yeah. And HFN's Prophet doesn't have to go with them. He can just keep on farming, maybe push out a wave or two. Do what he wants to as the rest of them gathering down
Just getting
bottom.
pretty low.
Oh, that Hawk might be a false sense of security. The
Lumiere,
out shows.
they're
They're on
Mr.
Mr. Jeans. They're on the Beastmaster. Toss full with the Centaur with a stomp. They're being soulbound. Tiny and the Centaur up. And there's the nice double Earth Spike too.
Wait, the
Mr.
axes?
Jeans is throwing the axes, but he's still going to get whacked down by Dark Mago. And HFN with the backstab finds Gardic. So NoPing
Yeah, I get it.
with another 2 massive kills for themselves. And this really opens the map.
Definitely. And Mr. Jeans, he's got to get better positioning than that. He cannot be the one getting caught out first. He's the #1 damage dealer on his team. You have to pretty much play behind your teammates. You're like Alina, essentially, as his Beastmaster.
I think
Just
you
a
called
much
him
more broken version of Alina.
You called him a sniper the other day, and I think that still rings true in my head.
Yeah, or Zeus. Okay, that's better.
That's
than a Zeus. He's a
Yes.
Zeus.
That's a good shout. The new Zeus. Bottom tier 1 looks like a freebie for NoPing.
Bottom tower has
And what? Aegis is
Zeus with
still up for
the-
like 3 minutes.
bottom tower is under
4-second BKB piercing stun.
That feels pretty good. But yeah, actually, that seems more and more accurate as I think about it. Because Zeus gives vision, right? Beastmaster does with his Hawk versus Lightning Bolt, yeah. Rush Aghanim Scepter, get that upgrade going.
Also, magic damage does well against it. Oh, sorry, magic resistance, not magic damage.
Yep.
Pipe.
Interesting
I think
smoke
that's why
here.
Oscar. Oh, okay. Yeah.
And they don't find anyone. The line was able to blink away. But you reckon that's why Oscar's gone for the pipe, yeah?
Exactly. And the thing is, Gary, Hokori isn't even doing that bad. There's just so much inflated gold because of this Alchemist on the side of Radiant. Plus Nature's Prophet picking up everything else on the map. Look at his last hits on HFN, Gary. Holy
He's got more than the Alk!
under attack.
230. Dude, these guys are literally creating last hits on the map. I don't even know
Cheats
where this
enabled.
is coming from. Yeah.
Manipulating the world.
Her cheats on? Let me take a look.
Spawn
Panda
rush in. Yeah. Oh, he was scouting. Seemed like his job there was a good toss back. Saved the Viper. Soulbind spent. There's the
Dooms, yeah.
Stampede. Hey, do infest out to kill Pandaboo as the HFN Prophet considers TPing in. Still with Doom and Roar, though. Meaning Hokori have mounted a defense of that bottom area of the map, and they're even chasing out
going
here,
in.
looking for the blink
Big
stop.
stun.
Nice ink swell. Alchemist has Chemical Rage up in a second and still holds the Aegis, don't forget. With his BKB, they have to roar him. Vitali slain by Dark Margo.
Dire's middle
And they don't get the concoction
HFN's
thrown,
in.
but HFN with a backstab TP. Gardic, once again, closed in on. 3 cores around him. He wasn't going to last long.
I said that was a nice stun, and then I clicked the Alchemist. He still got an Aegis and a 9-second BKB, and I'm like, never mind. Terrible goal in the end. They can just turn around and fight this. I think Hokori, like, they feel strong because the heroes still have good items. Like Lifestealer, Beastmaster, they got 10k net worth each, but they don't realize exactly how much farm NoPing have accumulated already in this game.
It's monstrous. Absolutely monstrous. And they're just going to go back round 2 for the tier 2. Easy pickings.
Dire's bottom
And you continually is forcing Hokori to play down in that bottom right-hand corner of the map. Try and keep pushing out that wave. And like Tiny with his drums. I still don't understand. You know, he's still going to go back for the blink dagger, but do you feel like the drums actually has accomplished much here?
Nah. I mean, it's a nice aura, but you just want to have that dagger, man. Just be able to blink in, toss someone out from the enemy side, like just the options. Because you can see it's 21 minutes and Tiny doesn't have a blink dagger. He doesn't feel too good.
Well, Hokori, now might be your best time. Aegis, it's expired. Clear out the mid-wave. Seems like a pretty telegraphed smoke or move if they do go together from here. So they're actually just going to move as a pack down bottom.
Yeah, they're kind of playing on a ward too right now. So whatever they do from this position of the map is not going to succeed in any way. NoPing have complete vision of them. NoPing just happy to farm up. In 3 more minutes, another Roshan can start spawning. That has a shard on it as well. Free shard for the Nature's Prophet. He's going to be happy with that. Now these carry players, they love free gold. That's what shard is, free gold.
Every time I look at that net worth board, my eyes, they grow. 20,000.
Dude, it's crazy. He's reaching 1k GPM.
Yeah, he's just hit 900. 899. 907. And he's going. He was queuing up a heart there, but he looks like he's switching to halberd now. And a good disarm against the life stealer. And of course, giving him that nice evasion. Alright, back to heart he goes. Dark Maga can't decide what he wants.
It's
He's
because
bought the heart recipe, hasn't he? There it is.
HFN bought the Assault Cuirass that he probably wanted in this game.
Dire
Yeah.
are scanning.
What am I meant to buy now? HFN stealing my items. Yeah, HFN not deciding to go for a BKB or anything here. I guess he hasn't really been that first point of contact in fights. He's TPing in once they've already kind of brewed and steeped. As a smoke comes in and catches an Oscar Centaur, they'll throw the finger of death at him. Got a good little snipe.
Yep. Got a good kill there.
They need that tower though. Like getting that kill is kind of meaningless unless they get a tier 1 or something.
Hold on. Didn't HFN have a Hyperstone
Dire's top tower.
earlier?
When?
He had an AC, and I think he had a Hyperstone, and then he doesn't. I feel like he might have sold it on accident, thinking it was
you
trying to
think
sell
so?
his Blightstone. Yeah, I have a feeling, but I could be wrong. I'm sure someone can correct me. But I swear I clicked on him, and he had a Hyperstone on top of his Assault Cuirass. He was hitting like a machine gun, so fast. And then now I don't see him having it.
Well, keep the stream open. You can probably check it out.
Wow, that's interesting. But yeah,
Let's see if that's the case. I didn't spot it, but I believe
Dire's
you.
middle tower is under
that's a nice minus 1,000 gold right there for HFN. I'm sure he's very tilted about that.
A little bit sad, yeah. We're still at 15,000 net worth and second position on that board though. And NoPing. Go for that mid-tier 2. They've still got a long spawn on Roshan, means 3 minutes.
tower is under attack.
And it's up on the timer.
Dire's middle tower.
So they still have to continue playing this map before they can get that next big objective. And it still feels like such a confined space for Hokori to play into. They're still not doing too poorly though. Like the fact this Doom is able to kind of keep up with the rest of the pack of the cores with just Devour Gold coming in means that he is still building up items.
And he's not even farming that much on the map because the Beastmaster and Lifestealer are clearing up all these lanes, trying to get their items up. Beastmaster with the BKB makes him very hard to kill in the engagements too. I will say, like, they're up 11k gold, but I'm not feeling too confident with NoPing right now because they're not really getting kills done. Like, the Centaur still doesn't have dagger. The Tiny just got dagger, so there was a lot of missed kill opportunities in this game already. And Hokori are starting to get their items. Like Lifestealer, think about it. He's against a Heart Alchemist. He's gonna be able to just hit him and lifesteal a lot of HP.
And doing that, what, 1.2% max health damage.
Yep.
Up against Centaur as well. You know, Alk, Centaur, even the Tiny to some extent. Mm-hmm. It's a hell of a lot of damage coming through from him. The top lane still has to be dealt with though. You know, HFN shoves that all the way and he just kind of ping-pongs down to bottom lane. Well, thinks about the triangle, considers Roshan. Still 1 minute to go for the big man though. And this is a really nice ward for Hokori.
Top tower is
In
under
that triangle, they know exactly where the Radiant are playing. They're thinking about trying to wrap around, but it looks like the more direct approach is what they'll go for. Infest into the Doom. Get some more vision down. And they've got a good idea of where NoPing are. They ping Pandaboo, and they know that Matthew's in the area. But Alk is just cutting back onto your creep wave. So whatever move you have to make, it's got to be snappy.
Radiant are scanning.
very interesting
Both teams.
positioning from both teams. Yeah.
Yeah. Holding opposing high grounds.
I feel like if you're Hokori, you need to kill this Viper first. He is such a nuisance with this Solar Crest and the Viper Strike if it goes onto your Lifestealer especially. Kill the Viper, then kill the Tiny, and the fight should look so easy for Hokori after that. Assuming the Nature's Prophet doesn't just come in and wipe your supports instantaneously.
Yeah, he's got a
Oh.
BKB now.
Good move from HFN here. Going straight into the high ground. They're not ready for this, Gary. They need to
They're
get
not.
out of their hold. Yep. Dark Mago. They're gonna stun him. Blink stun. Nope.
Tier
Don't
3
let
still
them get
alive.
This is what NoPing wanted. They just wanted to bring Hokori to the top tower, then go straight into the Roshan pit. Very good, calculated plays here.
And then it has to be very decisive from Hokori. They've got to know this is what's happening. Oh, do they want to go for that same move again? Wrap around into triangle? NoPing. Are they going for this Roshan? Yeah, they're faking it, actually. They've smoked up themselves. Alchemist going up high ground. Oscar spots them. Stampede forward. Lumiere, he's already popped the raid.
Ooh,
But
nice
there's the blink
stun.
stop initiation. Onto 3 of them with a concoction. Dark Mago dominating. HFN cleans up house. It is a beautiful fight for NoPing and a disaster for Hokori. Oh my
God.
goodness.
Oscar.
They touch the
Oscar,
line as well.
he deserves an award for that stun, Gary.
It was massive.
Jeez.
That's what blink daggers can do for you, eh? Double blink, stampede, gap close, on top of them all. And now
be
Aegis
fair,
Cheese,
though-
Refresher Shard.
That's not Hokori. They have a ward on this high ground. Yeah, look at this. I mean, he was able to jump in because of the ward on the high ground here that Hokori have sentried, and they decided to still walk in there. Regardless. Get seen by the Centaur, stacked on top of each other, and just die like that. I'm sorry, but they deserve to lose that fight.
Yeah, not a great move. What do you do now, though? Like, you lose that fight, and it almost feels like you kind of wave your white flag and say, go next. Because high ground's going to get pushed top lane. That tier 3 is almost collapsed. And
To be-
Lion, El Micho.
I would
Almost
agree
hasted.
with you if they fought and then they lost the fight, but because they kind of just lost the fight straight up without even fighting, checking their power levels right now, like, you know, Hokori should definitely try something. They need to initiate first. They need to cast some spells.
Oh my god.
Like, yeah,
HFN with a
okay.
berserk potion on him. That's not fair. That's not allowed.
Wow.
He's
Someone
just
stun him
solo
though.
clearing buildings.
Someone's got to
he's-
stun him so he can die to these axes.
10 stacks.
Yeah, I think Elmisha just need to blink in there and stun them. There we go.
Well,
they
there's
got
the
him.
Aegis pop. They'll lose the line for
They have
it,
a
but the
buyback
double
too.
roar. They've got the Soulbind going. Now catching out Panda Boo's Viper, who's stuck on the
nice.
high ground. Oscar fingered down. That's a great fight from Hokori. The buyback's coming out from the Radiant. Oh, Alchemist is still stuck up here with Cheese and Heart and BKB. Oh, HFN with his BKBs whacking into the Doombringer. The Nature's Prophet is too powerful, and they've got the Blink Stomp on Lumiere. Lifestealer caught up in all of the disables. Avalanche, Tombo, in we go with Tiny and Hokori. Down 2 cores. Mr. Jeans hiding in the trees, sprouted, but no catch. But this high ground is still going to get broken by the NoPing squad.
Yeah, they're gonna lose all their buildings here. Lifestealer doesn't have buyback. No ping. They're out for blood. They buy back on 3 of their heroes. They tanked all of the spells on the side of Hokori. Lifestealer 50 seconds. That's more than enough time for HFN to just break all these buildings.
Just get megas, yeah. At the very least, you're trying to kind of poke and prod, maybe force a buyback from the Lifestealer. Lion is desperately trying to cut waves in that mid lane. There's couriers, squadrons of them flying over his head as he'll snipe out Pandaboo and Dark Mago's courier. But your base, it's being annihilated. And NoPing is going to have both of their BKBs up again, still holding Cheese on the Prophet. Dark Mago pretty happy just to front line here and bring these buildings down.
15 seconds for Lifestealer. Yep, that's Megas. Well,
And
you know what,
you're
Gary?
playing Megas against Prophet, right?
Exactly. I mean, you can still try, but the chance of you losing this game is like 99.9999% against a Nature's Prophet played by HFN.
That's a lot of 9s.
Yeah.
That's a lot of 9s.
I mean, again, you still got that 0 point whatever percenter because You got Axis, you know, Beastmaster, you can shove lanes out. Lysinger's got Maelstrom, you probably have Mjolnir at some point.
You've got Soulbind.
You technically did win the last fight, except, you know, NoPing had like 9 lives on their heroes.
Yeah, how many buybacks did everyone spend, actually? Centaur,
NoPing
Tiny Viper.
spent 3. And Hokori, I think it was just a lion, right?
I think the Lion and the Grim. Double
okay.
buyback on the supports. Jeez Louise. Well, they're holding on. Time to give this Grimstroke all the money. Get him. No, don't buy Blink Dagger, please, guard it. Get Aghanim Scepter. Let's get some profit and Alchemist Illusions going because it feels like that's the way you get back into the game.
Oh yeah, HFN Illusion would be pretty strong indeed.
But this smoke looks like a game ender to me. If they can
Mr.
catch the
G's.
Beastmaster in particular.
He better click his BKB before he gets Centaur stomped. He needs to do
hope
something
so.
like that to bait.
There's a jump onto 2. Soulbind's in there with a double doom, but they've blown up El Misho and Gardic. Thanks to Matthew.
Nice in his head,
HFN is going to buy back and return to the fight. One of the few heroes with buyback still. They've still got a doomed Viper there. But Alchemist is going to work, focusing onto Mr. Jeans. Profit, thinking about TPing on him, but that's already a kill that's occurred. So instead, targeting the Doombringer, toss him into the waiting arms of HFN's Profit and close this one out. A triple kill for Matthew forces out the GG of Mr. Jeans.
Dire's middle tower is under attack. Dire's
My goodness. There were definitely signs there that Hokori were able to team fight themselves back towards a victory, but the advantage that NoPing had built up through the process of the laning stage, it was close to insurmountable by anyone.
Yeah, it was a very solid strategy. Put Alchemist against Beastmaster. Beastmaster jungles for 30 minutes. Alchemist jungled for 30 minutes. One hero gets Ags, the other one gets a Radiance. So, I mean, this Alch just shot through the roof. Plus, after the Radiance, he just fought with his Centaur and